it is time for Africa to start these EVs. We are not supposed to be importing EVs again. K University is producing EVs. They have to collaborate with Suame Magazine and bring out our own versions of EVs.
We have Kantanka in this country and we have neglected this man for how many years?
We are sick and tired of importing
this is too
vehicles
much
into this country. It is time to start producing everything for our own selves. So recently, Ghana introduced an emission levy. With this levy, car owners are supposed to pay an amount for releasing greenhouse gas emission into the atmosphere. The payment is based on your engine capacity. This is a way of motivating Ghanaians to buy EV vehicles. That means in the next 10 to 15 years, Ghana is going to switch to EVs. For this reason, our team decided to visit West Africa's largest industrial area, which is located right here in Kumasi, to find out whether the people over there are ready for what is coming or they are still in their old ways. This place you are seeing on your screen is one entry to the largest engineering industry in West Africa, and it is located right here in Ghana, Kumasi, called the Suame Magazine. Suame Magazine has been a haven for skilled Ghanaians for over a century. Here, mechanics, welders, and metal workers have honed their craft. Their expertise has passed down to them through generations. Suame Magazine is famous for bringing life back into everything with wheels and inventing new ones too. In fact, their creativity keeps Ghana's engines running, from fixing everyday cars to repairing massive commercial trucks. But Suame Magazine isn't just about fixing the past, it is a training ground for the future. Young apprentices learn from their masters, ensuring this vital skill set thrives. This place is a testament to Ghana's rich engineering heritage. It is a place where tradition meets innovation and where the future of mechanics in Africa is being shaped. They have a group here called the Suame Magazine Industrial Development Organization, and in the year 2013, they signed a Memorandum of Understanding with the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, KNUST, to establish a unit under the College of Engineering of the university for the research, training, and certification of artisan engineers in modern automobile engineering to support the Suame Magazine so that they can produce their own cars right here in Suame. But still, we haven't seen anything. So our team visited there to see what is really going on there and whether they are ready for the EV transitioning or not. But we found out from some mechanics we talked to that they are not yet ready, and at the moment they are facing several challenges, which include bad roads, excessive taxes from the government, lack of proper leaderships, lack of machinery to work efficiently, and more. So today I have with me here Zion Bakofi, whom I went there with to have a short conversation about the situation at Suame Magazine. Zion Ba, today, before we start, I would like to ask you a very simple question. If you are to choose between money, power, and love, which of them are you going for?
As the person that I am, I have always been a person that always showed love. So I can't do without love. So
okay,
I believe in love more than anything.
All right. Viewers, he chose love over fame, money, and all those things that I made mention. Let us know what you are going to choose in the comment section below, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more of such videos. Now, Ezayamba, I went to magazine with you.
Yeah.
We went on ground to find out whether they are ready to embrace the new thing coming. I mean, the transitioning to EVs, electric vehicles. So I want to find out from you, how did you see it?
Once again, I'll say hello to all our viewers. I'll always show appreciation to them because they've been a wonderful people bringing us this far. To ask of this, you see, I always say this, until Ghanaians realize who they are, what they are, and then based on what they want, there are some things they will not keep a deaf ear or a blind eye. Why I keep on saying Ghanaians is because most of us do not want to understand the fact that whatever our leaders does, we are the bearers of the consequences. Yeah. So I'll keep on mentioning the name Ghanaians because we are, let's say, the victims, right?
Yeah.
The question you ask, I went there with you and we all witnessed what is there.
Yeah.
It was not at all. Why am I saying this? Looking at where I was born, here in Kumasi, grew up here, lived all my life. I always lived this country for just a few years and then returned back. But there have been a particular thing that have been in existence for years and nothing has been changed about it. One of them is this Suame Magazine that we are talking about. No development, no changes, nothing at all.
Okay, so what were you expecting and what did you see?
You see, it will base on the purpose on which we went on grounds, if you ask me, because I know why. Last time I was making a comment when we were having a conversation about our government, President Kufuor's government and his performance. And I was basing on proper communication. Most people in the comment section didn't understand what I meant by communicating to the people for them to know that this and that is the reason why you need this. And if I'm reasonable enough and you give me this proper explanation of whatever plans you have, why won't I support you? But that's not what it is. You see.
So I asked, what were you expecting to see at Suame Magazine?
My expectation was that if the government or the leaders were able to know that at this regime or at this point in time that we are, the whole world is now moving not with the old ways but leaving all the old things behind, moving forward, and now it has gotten to the point that we are no longer interested in using fuel to power our vehicles, so we are going to this EV.
But the same fuel is used to power our
plants and whatever
for generating electricity.
You understand? So if you think of all this, you see how quick they are able to come up with the levy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So my question is, on what point did they plan on coming up with this levy? How did the people understood it or understands it? Right? With the levy. You see, bro, I don't know. You see,
I'll come back to my question again. What did you see at Suame Magazine?
I did not see anything.
What were you expecting?
Anything that deserved the levy that is coming up. I did not see anything like that.
Meaning the people are not ready for the EVs?
Nothing at all. And even most of them do not even know what is going on.
Exactly. That was what they were telling us. Yeah.
Most of them do not even know anything about whatever. But the levy is in place.
It is whose job to do all this?
If you ask me, it is we have institutions that govern the people, right?
Yeah.
The politicians will go to the parliament, make the rules and the regulations, make the whatever plans they have, bring it into law. Whatever policy the government comes with, they support it and approve it in the parliament. Yeah. Right? Yeah. After that, that group of people doing their job, who are they going to implement these policies of theirs to? It is you and I. Right? Yeah. But here is the case. You will be in your corner knowing nothing that is going on, but you will be going through it. This is where I have a problem. Right?
Yeah.
You say, ask him, how many Ghanaians use vehicles? Almost every Ghanaian, either being commercial or private. Right? Yeah. Everyone uses vehicle.
Yeah.
So this shouldn't be something that should be at your corner and only the parliamentarians will just sit down there, plan about it, make their rules and bring it out to us.
Meaning they should expand the plan.
That's it.
Every sector that is
even
involved.
Before they could have even come up with that, especially where I'm angry at is the levy. Why were they so quick to come up with the levy? Why?
Whilst they've not put anything in place.
You should have known that who are going to work on this levy thing they are going to collect from the people. Who are they going to use the money for? For themselves or for the people? They are collecting from the people to build a system for the same people.
Yeah.
So what is wrong with you letting the people know that at this point in time, this is what we are about to do? So here is the case. Where are we going to implement all these things? We have the largest industrial area in Ghana here, which is Kumasi Suame Roundabout. Sorry to say Magazine.
Yeah.
Go there and see what is over there.
The whole world is switching to EVs.
EVs.
But if you go there, you don't see
nothing like that sort. But here is the case: you are collecting the levies. There is nothing. Even those over there working over there, go to our schools. We have technical engineers, whatever, in the schools, right?
Yeah.
Ask them how many of them come out of the institutions and come and support. The few that we have are in the offices. What do? Bro, we have a problem as Ghanaians.
So, whose job is to make sure that Suame Magazine becomes the industrial hub for the whole of Africa?
We have KMA. What is their duties and what is their job? We have Ashanti Regional Minister. What is his work? Right? We have the assemblymen. The politicians will come with their MPs and whatever. When you go to the January, we have Minister of Interior. What is his job? Right? When you come to here, we have Minister of Road, Minister of whatever. Every sector we have ministers. Right? The people supposed to know that if this thing is not going well, it is this man's job or this person's job. So we can go straight to the people or the person to ask, you were supposed to do this or that, why are you not doing it? But I'm telling you, bro, about 65% of Ghanaians only knows of MP, but you don't know the job of a politician or the parliamentarian. We do not know.
I understand. Let's bring the conversation down to Suame Magazine.
Okay.
What are the things that the people of Magazine need now to be able to transform or to be able to catch up with the new transitioning to EVs?
Good. Thank you for this question. Very nice question to me. What we need is that the people need education. Not education in the sense that going to sit in the classroom and being taught. Those theoretical form of education is not good for us, I tell you. We need more of the practical. So who have acquired the theory should come and merge with the peoples on grounds. That is what I think. Whatever they know in the books, we should have a way to put the two together. Right? Because these people on grounds at that Suame Magazine are well-crafted men over there. If you went there and see how they conduct their practices and their works, you will get to know that they are not, sorry to say, stupid people over there. They are not. They know exactly what they are doing. But just because they are not in the classrooms, reading books and speaking big grammars, we don't regard their works and their effort. So fine, if there is any new technology that they have no idea of, there are people in the school that call themselves engineers. What is wrong with them? Coming over there, teaching them what to do. Even if you're not coming there to use yourself or bath yourself with a dirty oil or not that, they could have a point where they set an institution that will put them to that practices with whatever new technology that is coming up for them to be aware of and start using it. Nothing of that sort is happening.
My fears is that that place alone employs over 200,000 people.
It is even more than that.
And if care is not taken by 15 to 20 years, half of them are going to lose their jobs.
Oh yeah.
Because they are not catching up.
They are still in their old ways.
With what is coming. That is my fears. And as you mentioned, the government has introduced an emission levy.
Emission levy.
Meaning he's aware of what is coming. But the main drivers of the transportation industry are these people we are talking about here. The people of Suame Magazine. They are the main drivers of the transportation industry.
Yes.
Without them, our engines will not run.
Even let me tell you, this is one funny thing that I have to, sorry to come up with this. There was about a week ago, I was on the roadside early in the morning, waiting for a car to go to town.
Yeah.
There I saw a guy on a police motorbike. So when I saw the guy pass by, I knew very well this guy is not a policeman. So I stopped him. This happened just a week ago. I stopped the guy. He went a bit ahead of me and then stopped. So I approached him and I asked him his name. He mentioned his name. Where does he work? He was a bit skeptical, so he was like, in his mind, he might be thinking, who is he? He gave me his name. I said, okay, I'm going to sue you for using this particular bike. because you have no right or whatsoever to be using this bike. And looking at the time, this bike slept with you. Are you listening to me?
Yeah.
This bike slept with you in your house. So I know your name, I know your workplace, and the policeman who brought this bike to you, all of you are going to face the law. And he was like, bro, I have no idea. It was only brought to me to fix it. Listen to me very careful. Very dangerous thing. The government motorbike, which is for only the police, was brought to an individual to repair. And in the haste, he was able to take the bike, ride it, not leaving it at the workshop, to his house, sleep with it, and bringing it back to work in the next morning. What if the guy was an armed robber or any criminal using that motorbike to have disturbed the peace of the people? Are you listening to me?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Let's put that aside. When they are taking the forms to pick a police personnel, don't they pick mechanics? Don't they?
They do.
Are you telling me the Ghana police does not have a workshop?
They do.
So why? What is wrong with this nation? No, you see, let me come back to this point. I am so pissed. Why? Because it's like the leaders think, sorry to say, we the people on grounds have no sense, so they can do whatever they want and go do away with it. It is time for things to change, and it will change. Why? Because some of us, we are not going to keep quiet.
All right, we will not keep quiet. Zayoba, tell us, is Africa ready?
For what?
For this new world, because the world has changed. For the past 3 years, the world has changed drastically, and it's going to change way more in the next 2 to 3 years. And looking at things going on, are you ready?
If you ask me, I will say no. Africa is not ready. Because some part of Africa,
this is the time,
are getting it.
This is the time. Africa needs his own currency, his own industries to be manufacturing the things they consume themselves, because they are totally destroying our currencies. We are sitting on the largest industrial area in Ghana, and we are not taking advantage of these talented people over there. What should we do?
I was coming to that.
Talk to me.
You see what you just mentioned? Only Kumasi, which is the Ashanti region of Ghana, has the largest market area in the whole of, I think, West Africa or Africa.
West Africa.
West Africa, which is Kumasi KJT.
Yeah.
The largest open market in West Africa is sitting right here in Ashanti region. We have no port, nothing, which we've managed to have this market here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
For about not up to 30 kilometers. It is not up to 30 kilometers to the largest industrial area of metal works. Right?
Yeah, and vehicle repairs.
Vehicle repairs.
Yeah.
These two together in one region.
Vehicle does not enter there and come back the same. Wherever you enter there, you will come back as new. They are doing magic.
You see, sometimes, bro, it is really painful, very, very painful that our leaders think this way.
During their industrial transformation agenda, the era of Alan Martin, he made mention that he will make sure Suame Magazine becomes the industrial hub of Africa.
Okay.
We are not seeing the dreams anymore.
Let me ask you a question. Sorry, I'm not supposed to be asking you this, but I have to.
Yeah.
Is it possible that if we want to make that place the hub, as they were saying, is it possible or not?
It's easy.
You know, this is what I was coming at. For them having the sense of creating this levy, right?
Yeah.
To come and oppose it on Ghanaians, they were not able to think that this is the era we are transitioning to, so that they will leave that lithium they sell. Ghana is sick. Ghana is sick.
No, Ghana is not sick.
To me,
no.
Ghana.
You just go on and.
It's not about me going on, because listen, I say this because it is really painful that we have people living in this country. Everybody is just turned to like people that have been put in the freezers. We have all been freezed and we can't do anything. So now we need to be hammered, broken the ice from us, and then start thinking. If not, we are collapsing this nation, bro. The leaders don't think of us because you cannot know and sit yourself down knowing very well this is what the world is transitioning into. God has blessed you with lithium, and the only negotiation you can do for your nation, knowing well that this is what the world really needs as it stands now, and give the lithium away. Does this thing work? Ghanaians need to sit down, think, and know that this is not what we are, and we don't deserve the treatment these people are putting us through.
We don't deserve the treatment these people are putting us through. Remember, time is not on our side. So we are about to bring an end to this conversation. But before we go, I would like you to advise the good people of Suame Magazine, the drivers of our economy. Because without them, our vehicles will not move. And if vehicles does not move, goods and commodities are not moving. So they are the main drivers of this country's economy. But maybe we don't know. So
transportation is everything.
It's everything. It's everything. So I would like you to give them a piece of advice on where the world is transitioning to and where they should focus.
You see, my problem here is that I don't know the kind of advice I'll be giving them, but this is what I have to say, right? You meet some of them who has not even in their lifetime stepped in the classroom before, right? But with their hands and their brains there, they are able to do something that they don't even know about. But they are able to study and understand it. Meaning, if we give them that education, they'll be able to do it. Not in the terms of putting a paper and pen before them, but rather giving them the structures, giving them the equipment to do what they are good at. It is the government's duty. So he should do it.
Government, Zanyaba says I should tell you that it is your duty to help the good people of Suame to embrace the new change that is coming. Otherwise, over 100,000 people are going to lose their job in the next 10 to 15 years to come. Viewers, that was Zanyaba Kofi giving us a side of what he saw during our visit to the largest West African industrial area, which is Suame Magazine. And that has been the conversation so far. We are doing this work with you, so let us also know your thoughts and suggestions on whatever we have discussed here in the comment section below. Zayamba, will you give us your last words?
I am still on Ghanaians. There is time for everything. This is time for Ghanaians to realize that the fact that you are an illiterate does not mean you have no sense. When you wake up in the morning and you're able to feel yourself, when you are angry and you know that you have to eat, meaning the mind work. So we should start using our minds and stop allowing the politicians to use us in our own country as slaves. Time is due for Ghana to also experience the betterness and the goodness of this land. I greet everyone.
All right, time is due. It is time for Africa to start these EVs. We are not supposed to be importing EVs again. K University is producing EVs. They have to collaborate with Suame Magazine and bring out our own versions of EVs.
We have Kantanka in this country and we have neglected this man for how many years?
We are sick and tired of importing
this is too
vehicles
much
into this country. It is time to start producing everything for our own selves. My name is Sheriff Haruna. Thank you very much for watching. Have a joyful life and see you in the next one. Yakramu.